कोई ज्वाइन नहीं करेगा?
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
हाँ, गुड मॉर्निंग। फिर और कोई ज्वाइन नहीं करेगा?
आई डो सर।
Okay, so let me just start. So in the last lecture of the uh, soft optimization technique subject, I have discussed about the concept of simulated annealing algorithm. Okay, so I have gone through the basic idea about the simulated annealing part. Okay, so in the simulated annealing, it was discussed that it is an industry inspired algorithm or optimization technique where the annealing means, all of you know, slow process of cooling down a iron, okay, or a solid material. That means whenever any casting or any particular means construction is done using iron, so it is first heated, okay, then after the welding it is then cooled down. So cooling down of the metal is not done very rapidly, it is allowed to cool down very slowly, okay. That is called the annealing. Why? Because it gives more mechanical strength to the iron. Now, how can we utilize it as an algorithm? The concept is that it is developed in very, you can say, a very beautiful way. It is being demonstrated in this particular direction, that the way any particular solid material cools down, so it does not cool down instantly, so it is cooling down from a temperature, okay. So the temperature can be anything, it can be 200 degree, it can be 300 degrees Celsius, it can be 400 degree, or it can be any other temperature. So when it is allowed to cool down, so it is observed that it will try to gain some new energy state, it is reaching some new energy state after every temperature is falling down, okay. Now at the end, when it will reach the ambient temperature, then it will reach the actual steady state energy level, okay. So similarly, it is being given the shape in the form of an algorithm in this way, that if a particular search method is defined in such a way, so suppose in optimization what we do, we search for a solution, okay. So we have an objective function, we are searching for a solution. So when the solution we are searching for, we at the beginning, if it is a stochastic, because most of the algorithms are stochastic algorithms, that means there is a random variable to be defined first, okay. Then as per the meta heuristic method, the solution is being obtained and it is being updated, and depending upon the best and worst value, okay. And this continues with the ongoing iteration method, okay. So at every instant, or you can say at every iteration, when you are getting a particular solution to a problem, you don't know that it is the best solution or not, because it is not possible to have or to achieve the best solution in the first iteration. So we will choose another solution, okay. We will update it differently. Here the updation is done in a different, in a not in a critical way, just by using a neighboring value. That means, first of all, a set of variables have been defined, okay. Those set of variables are called the population. Suppose you are taking 50 populations, and every population is having the value from ranging from 0 to 10, Okay, so you will have different values. You will have 5, you will have 6. Suppose all are whole numbers, okay, or not whole numbers. Suppose there can be fraction also up to one decimal place. So it can, there can be 5.1, it can be 5.7, 7.8, 9.3. So many values are there. So now among those values, it will use choose any one value and it will solve the problem. And then it will take any neighboring value. Suppose 7.1 it has chosen, it has solved the problem and it has got some output and it is testing that output is something, say x. You want to reduce the value of x as much as possible. Now 7.1, besides 7.1 there was a value called 6.8, okay, in the population. So it has chosen now 6.8 and then again it will solve it and see that value of output is less than value of x or not. If it is less, then it will take 6.8 as the best solution. Then again, besides 6.8 there is another solution value, suppose 5.9. So it will take the 5.9 value, because out of the 50 population they are randomly distributed. So it will pick up a value randomly and then when it will progress, it will just take the neighboring values. Okay, suppose 5.9 is the best, is the solution. It will take that, it will put it in the objective function, it will optimize, it will solve it and see that the value of x value is less than, is not less than the better one, best one, it is more. So that means 5.9 cannot be taken, so previous solution will be taken. In this way, as so how much it will continue for, as long as how means up to how much limit it will continue, not based on the iteration, because iteration will take place, but based on a certain set value. That is, suppose you have set the maximum temperature to be 400 degree. So 400 to 0 degree. So it will continue, start from 400 to 0. That means this is a iteration. So concept is same. In previous algorithms, what we used to do, you start from 1 and then continue to 400. Suppose here we will start from 400 and continue to 0. Just the opposite. Okay, just to give an idea about the concept of annealing. Okay. Okay, so it was discussed earlier in the previous class only, we have discussed this, so I am not going through these slides once again. So you can see this point was very important, that in general simulated annealing algorithms works as follows. First of all, the temperature progressively decreases from an initial positive value to 0. That means, as I have told you, that the temperature starts from a positive value and then ends to 0. So this is the iteration count. Okay, and then at each time step, that means at each iteration, okay, the algorithm randomly selects a solution close to the current one. Okay, and then measures its quality and moves to it according to the temperature dependent probabilities of selecting better or worse solutions, which during the search respectively remain at 1 or decrease towards 0. Okay. Which means that there are set of variables. I've already explained this in the last class, that suppose 50 populations are there, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So starting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 and this is 50. Okay, 50 populations are there. Now you choose a solution. Suppose that the value should be from 0 to 1, 0 to 10. Suppose this is 2.1, this is 3.5. okay, like this. Suppose this is 9.1, this is 7.3, this is 4.1. you should not repeat. Okay, 3.8, okay, 9.7, 4.9, okay, like this, 5.2, 6.1. Suppose there are so many variable, every block there is some variable, okay, out of which the algorithm selects this value. Suppose first initial step, it will use it and it will find, put it in the objective function. Suppose the value is y. What we will do, it will then select the next neighboring solution, and then again it will put it over here. Suppose this is y1, so that solution is suppose y2. It will check whether y1 is greater than y2 or not. Suppose the objective function is minimizing function, it is a minimizing function. It will choose, it will search for the values for which you are getting the objective function minimum. So first one, for first value 4.1, the objective function is producing a solution of y1. For 3.8, the objective function is producing a solution of y2. So if the value of y2 is less than y1, then I will take 3.8, because I am looking for the minimum value, minimum objective function. See, y2 is greater, then I will not take this one, I will take this one. But if y1 is y2 is less than y1, then I will take 3.8, and so on. I will select the neighboring solutions, okay, like this. I will continue to do so randomly, random neighboring, okay, like this, whatever. So in this way the annealing is done, solved, okay. Now there is a concept of basic iteration. So that means the same thing which I have just explained, that at each step the annealing, similar to annealing, heuristic considers some neighboring states. Suppose S star of the current state S, that means this one is S. Suppose this is S and this is S star. So first of all, it will take S, you will put the value and find the solution, then it will take S star and put the value, find the solution, and then compare. If it is satisfying the criteria, then it will replace, otherwise it will not replace, okay. So, and the probabilistically decides between the moving the systems to S star or staying in S state. That means whether it will stay in S state or it will switch towards S star, that depends upon the solution. That means if y2 is less than y1, then it will choose. If it is a minimizer function, then it will choose the newer latest state, okay, the newer one. Otherwise it will stay with the old state and again find another solution, neighboring state solution, okay, and then find out the value of objective function and compare, okay. These probabilities ultimately lead the system to move to states of lower energy. This concept of lower energy means that already I have explained that annealing, simultaneous annealing means the simulation has been done on the process of annealing, means the cooling down of the iron. Suppose the iron is cooling down, so that means it is gaining some newer energy state, and obviously that energy state is having lower energy, okay. So that means if you are getting a value which is better than the previous one, that means you are obtaining a lower energy state. And if you have obtained the lowest energy state, that means you have successfully optimized the problem, okay. Typically this step is repeated until the system reaches a state that is good enough for the application, or until the given computation budget has been exhausted, okay. So generally the computation iteration is given, is being declared from the beginning, okay. So so that means from up to that the optimization continues, and as long as you get the solution, after the end of the iteration you will get some solution. So if you see that during the end of the iteration, for almost 30 to 40% before that, okay, suppose your iteration is suppose 100. Now after 50 to 60 iteration, you will see that the solution which you are getting is constant. Whatever neighboring state you take, you will see that your value is constant. Whatever value you are getting is good, or always remain same. That means you have already achieved the best solution at 60 iteration. Then you are waiting for 100 iteration. That means it is already optimized. That means the optimization capability of that particular algorithm is quite good. Okay. So this is the pseudocode. Pseudocode means the basic algorithm of the simulated annealing technique, okay, which tells that this is the way you have to solve. So set S equals to S0. S means the state or the solution. So first select any random solution, okay. Now for K0 through K max, it is means the maximum iteration, okay, maximum iteration. Now temperature will be how the iteration will slowly decrease. It will not decrease simultaneously by 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. It will not increase like that or decrease from 400, 399, 390, no. Maximum iteration you will set, maximum temperature. Then the decrease of the temperature will proceed like in this using this formula. That is 1 minus K plus 1, that is the kth iteration by K max, the maximum iteration. In this way it will reduce, okay. Now so you have taken a solution S0 first, then you are putting that value and you are getting some solution for the objective function. Then pick a random neighbor. That means, as I told you, that you have to pick another random neighboring value just near to it, and then you have to put that and compare if it is better than the previous one or not. If it is better, then you will replace it. Otherwise, you will not replace it. And at the end, you will get the final solution. Okay. So it starts from a state S0 and continues until a maximum of K max steps have been taken. So K max is the maximum iteration. So in the process, the called neighbors should generate a randomly chosen neighbor for a given state S. So same thing which I have just explained, that it will be calling for a random neighbor, any random neighbor. Okay, it can start from right or left, up, down, whatever. And it will continue to do so. And the random neighbor is, in this case, it is considered the random neighbor is from 0 to 1. So it can be 0 to 1 or it can be 0 to 10, whatever your objective or your objective function is. If you are dealing with a benchmark function, okay, for testing your algorithm, then you take from 0 to 1 random value. But if you are specifically implementing any optimization technique for a practical problem, okay, for a particular objective function, then you have to choose those variables depending upon the constraints of that problem. Okay, suppose you are dealing with a power loss equation, okay, and your voltage is the one variable. So voltage is generally power system we represent in terms of per unit value. So per unit value we will allow suppose from 0.9 per unit to 1.1 per unit. So in that case, the range will be from 0.9 to 1.1. So in that case, we will write range 0.9 to 1.1 and random will be random bracket 0.9 to 1.1. So it depends upon the particular objective function and the problem, optimization problem. Okay. So in combinational optimization, by searching over a large set of feasible solutions, meta-heuristics can often find the good solutions with less computation effort than optimization algorithms, iterative methods or simple heuristics. So that means using these meta-heuristic techniques, which is nothing but because every meta-heuristic technique starts with a stochastic method, that it selects some random variables and then pulls the variables, any variable in the objective function, and find the solution. Okay, so find the solutions, and after finding the solution, it will go to the next iteration. So iteration wise, it will update. So it is observed that these techniques are always better compared to the other iterative and conventional methods. Okay. Now see, this is one example. It is kind of a GIF. So what you are able to see, the temperature is decreasing. The temperature is decreasing and you will reach 0. Once again you will see the temperature started from 25 almost. Then there is some bar which is moving, red color bar which is moving. Now you see at the end of the temperature, it is pointing towards the highest peak value. Suppose this is a hill or you can say mountain, okay, mountain, and this mountain is the value having the highest altitude. Okay, highest altitude. Second is this one. So our objective function is that this is an similarly annealing for searching for a maximum. So random graph is given, okay, and you are telling the program or optimization technique that you search for the maximum point. So it will search you for the maximum point. So how will it start? It will start from any random variable, random position. And then suppose I am talking about this random position. Okay. So we are talking about this random position, this one I am highlighting over here, or since it is continuously moving. Okay, so rather I will show in this way. Okay, suppose I have started from a point over here. Okay, so I will check whether this is the highest or not. So I cannot check because I have only one solution. So I will take one neighboring state. I am taking this is the neighboring state. I am checking whether this is highest or not. It is not highest, so it will not accept this. It will continue with this. So it will now take this step, neighboring state, and check whether this is highest or not, higher than the previous or not. If it is higher, then it will take this one. Then again it will continue with this, and at this point it will take another particular variable over here, and it will check whether this is higher or not. It is saying that it is higher. Okay, so you can see that this is higher, but it is not the highest. It is not the highest. So it will again take another natural surrounding variable. Okay, in this way it will continue to do so, and it will keep on checking. So whenever it is reaching here, suppose it is reaching here, it will not accept this. Why? Because it has already declared that this is the highest one for me. So again it is moving like this, moving like this. It has reached over here. Now after reaching here, it will say that this is not the highest anymore, this is the highest. So it will continue like this. Again over here, this is the highest. Again continue in this same method, and after reaching this particular point, it will say that yes, this is highest. But still it will continue. It will still on continue, and when it reaches over here, it will say that no, this is not the highest because it has already declared this is as the highest. Means currently this is the highest. Again it will continue to do so, and when it reaches over here, then it will say that this is also the second highest, because so long this is being the highest or this being the second highest. Okay, so these are called the local maxima or local optima. This is local optima because in this section this is the maximum one. Okay, in this section this is the maximum one, in this section this is the maximum one, and in this section this is the maximum one. But this, for the total global population, this is the global optima. So there is a concept of local optima and global optima. Optima means the best solution. So locally there can be many best solutions. So many optimization techniques, what they do, they stick into the local optima and say that yes, I have reached the best solution, but they don't know that there are better solutions outside the box also. So that is why a good algorithm is one which can determine the global optima and will not stick into the local optima. So this has been explained over here, that the object is to get to the highest point. Okay. Now in this example, it is not enough to use simple hill climb algorithm. So there is a hill climb algorithm. What it does, it similarly finds the highest point. But what happens in that case? In a simple hill climb algorithm, it is not critical like this. That algorithm can solve problem in this way. Suppose like this, only one hill is there, so it will start from here. Okay, suppose this is the highest one for here, better one, first solution of suppose. Then it will select the next one, and this is not the better one, so this is the best one. And again, if you start from here, again this is not the better one, so again it will keep this one as the best solution. As long as it is not getting a better solution, this one will remain as the best. Now once it is getting this solution, now this is better, this is no longer better. In this way, when it will reach over here, it is declaring that this is better. Now again it will continue in this way, so it has traveled all the points and it has declared that this is the best. This is the hill climb algorithm. So if hill climb algorithm was used, then suppose you are starting from this point, then when it will reach over here, okay, then it will declare that this is the highest. So that means it will stick into the local optima. It will not know that outside that there is another highest point. There is a highest point. That is why the hill climb algorithm will not be able to be successful in this case, because there are so many local maxima or local optima. In this case, maxima. Okay. So the global maxima is found by this slowly cooling temperature, by cooling the temperature slowly, the global maxima is found by using the simulated annealing. So now if you concentrate on this particular red bar, you can see, okay, if I I've removed those things. Now if you see, first of all, okay, so let us start from 25 again, and it is 0. Okay, now see, it is reaching everywhere. It has started here, it started from here, then here. Then after a certain time, you will see that it is now concentrating on this peak and this peak, and after that it is stick with this peak. Once again, if you notice that it is traveling everywhere, then after almost 20%, 30%, then it is not taking this part again on means at all, because it has discarded the left part, because it has seen that the highest peak is available in this center part or right part. First of all, it has reached this part, and now it is discarded. So now it is comparing between this and this. After a certain time, it has successfully achieved that this is the highest part. Okay, so as the temperature slows down, you will see that when the temperature is almost 3 degree or 4 degree, then only it has achieved this one as the highest part. See, almost 3 degree, it has reached the highest part. If it is not able to reach the highest part, then what we will do in that case, since 25 degree was enough for our case, so we have taken 25 degree. If it is unable to search the best solution, optimal solution within 25 degree, so we will start from 50 degree. We will allow more iteration. Okay. So you can see the iteration is not starting, it is not reducing by one value or whole number, it is decreasing by a decimal value because of this particular equation, this pseudocode. Okay, so in this way the temperature reduces. Okay. Now there is another problem of traveling salesman problem. Okay, it is also very similar to it. Here it is observed that suppose a salesman is traveling from city 1 to many cities, suppose 5 to 6 cities are there. It will start from city 1, then it will travel and reach city 1 again after completing the trip, but it has to complete with minimum traveling cost. That means the different cities are there. Suppose city 1 is over here, city 1, city 2, city 3, city 4, city 5, city 6. It will start from city 1. So if it goes like this, 2 to 3, then 4, 5, 6. So the distance is more. So more is the distance, more the traveling cost. But if it is taking this route, okay, 1 to 2, then 6. Okay, so it has to reach again 1, suppose 1 again. So the objective is that it will start from 1, it will travel all the cities and again reach 1. So it can travel from 1 to 2 and 2 to 6 also. then 6 to 4, then 4 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 1. So that this route is quite less for him than the previous one. So if it goes from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, it will take more time, more traveling cost will also increase. So similarly, if there are 600 cities like this, so you cannot solve it manually. You have to use some algorithm. So you have to find the best solution so that the salesman will travel everywhere, every location, okay? And if you reach the office again after the end of the day with the minimum traveling cost, so that he has to plan accordingly which route he should take, okay? So what we will do, we will first of all, the solution will be done in this way that you cannot find the best solution in the first iteration. So suppose in the first iteration we have seen that 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6 and again 1. You will see the cost is suppose x dollar. Then we will take 1 to 5, 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 6, then 2, then 1. You will see that it is y dollar. So we will see y dollar is less than x. So we will take this as beta solution. Then again we will start with another route. In this way we will continue. So what we are doing in between, we are swapping some cities. At first we have traveled from 1 to 6, 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What we are doing, we are taking 1 to 2, but instead of 2 to 3 we are taking 2 to 6. That means we are swapping some states in between, which is called a move. So well-defined way in which the cities or states are altered to produce neighboring states is called a move, and different moves give different sets of neighboring states. Suppose this one, solution representation. Suppose integer is from 1 to 4, then 2, 3, 6, 5. Then we can swap. What we can do, we will swap 2 to 3 with 3 to 2. तो बीच में किसी दो टर्म को स्वैप कर रहे हैं, ऐसे हम स्वैप करते करते after certain iteration we will find that we have reached the best solution, the path through which we will get the minimum traveling cost. Okay, this is just an example. So this is all about the simulated annealing concept. Okay, it's quite interesting. Okay, so if you have any question, you can ask. So any questions?
Sir.
Okay, so I will be sending you the notes. Okay, so you can go through the notes, and
Okay, sir.
I will also send you some PDF also related to these particular topics and chapter. Okay, so that you can study further. Okay, so then thank you, students. Then
Thank you, sir.